Good afternoon, student. Today our topic is gravitations. Okay. So what is actually force of gravitation? In the universe, everybody attract every other ones with a force. That force is called as force of gravitation. Now come to gravity. Gravity is one of the special case of your gravitations. Here, when there is a force of attraction between the body and the earth, that force is called as your force of gravity. That is F is equal to mg. Similarly, come to weight. Weight is another kind of force of gravitation. It is the force with which the body attracts toward the center of the earth. Okay. So that is your weight. It is vector quantity, it is equal to mg. So this is about your force of gravitation, force of gravity, and weight of the body. Now, the law of gravitation based on the force of attraction between two bodies and their distance of separation. So what is this law? Look here. This law is popularly called as Newton's law of gravitation. So what is the statement of this law? Everybody attract every other ones in the universe with a force. This force is directly proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance of separation. Here, so the two body, they are separated by a distance r. It is mass m1, it is mass m2. So, what is the force of gravitation here? Force F is proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the square of the distance separation. That is r square. From our equation 1 and 2, F proportional to m1 m2 by r square. F equal to a constant that is called as universal constant G. M1 M2 by R square. Okay. Here G is called as universal constant or simply called as your gravitational constant. Okay. If M1 M2 is equal to 1 unit, R is equal to 1 unit, then G equal to F. Okay. So, the gravitational constant is defined as the force of attraction between two bodies having the unit mass when they are separated by a distance of 1 unit. Okay. This is the definition of your gravitational constant, and it is also called as universal constant of gravitation. Now, the value of G. 6.67 10 to minus 11 meter square by kg square. Okay. It is SI unit, and 6.67 10 to the minus 8 9 centimeter square by gram square. It is CGS unit. Okay. The dimension of G equal to m minus 1 l cube t minus 2. The dimension of your G. Now, the vector form of Newton's law of gravitation. Okay. Consider two body and mass m1 and 2 separated by distance r. R1 to the unit vector from 1 to 2, R2 1, the unit vector from 2 to 1. Okay. R1 to unit vector from m1 to m2, R2 1, m2 to m1. F1 to force exerted on M1 by M2, F21 force exerted on M2 by M1 equal to G M1 M2 by R square. It is R21 with a negative sign. This indicates that the force F12 in the opposite direction to R21. Okay. It is your F12, it is your F21. The force F12 is in opposite direction to the unit vector R21. Similarly, F21, okay, minus G M1 M2, it is R12. The same case is here. F12 opposite to the unit vector R12. It is already indicated in this diagram. Okay. So here F12 equal minus of F21. Already I mentioned this one. So the force of attraction between two bodies is equal and opposite in directions. Now the relation between capital G and small g. It is your earth. The body is placed on the surface of the earth of mass m. Me, the mass of the earth. M, mass of the body. It is center. It is the radius of the earth. R. Apply the Newton's law of gravitation. The force between the body and earth surface is F equal to G M1 M2 by R square. Now apply the force of gravity. F is equal to mg. Okay. Equation 1 and 2. Here the same value of force G mm by R square and F is equal to mg. It is m1g. Okay. It is your m and it is me. Not m1 m2. M the mass of the body and me the mass of the earth. Of equation 1 and 2. mg equal to Gm me by R square. So now equation become G equal to G me by R square. So G and me are constant. If R is varies, then G proportional to 1 by R square. When R increases, the value of G decreases. Okay. What are the surface of the earth? The G value is 9.8 meter per second square or 980 centimeter per second square. Now the variation of G with altitudes. arc, r is the radius of the arc. Initially the body is here, and mass m. M equal to mass of the body, m is mass of the arc, or radius. So r is the radius of the arc. Okay. So when the body on the surface of the arc, the value of g is gm me by r square. Equation 1. Okay. Already we discussed. Now you have to take the body to a height h from the surface of the arc. Now the body is here. The total distance is r plus h from the center of the arc. Okay. So when the body is at a height h from the center, h plus r from the center, gh equal to gme r plus h whole square. Okay. Equation 2. Now dividing equations 2 by 1, gh by g, it is g me by r plus h whole square and g me by r square. Cancelling this factor, this became r square by r plus h whole square. Now taking r square common here, it became h by r whole square. Cancelling this factor, gh by g equal to 1 plus h by r whole square. Now expanding this term by using the binomial expansions and neglecting the higher term, this equation became minus 2h by r. Okay. That is g is equal to g by minus 2h by r. Of these equations, after that the acceleration due to gravity decreases. Now the equation became 2gh by r. Okay. It is g equal to 2gh by r. Then how will calculate the percentage of decreasing the value of g? G minus gh into 100 into 100. Okay. If h is given, the amplitude given, you have to put here, calculate the value. And the value of r is fixed. It is the radius of the arc. Okay.